Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister for Health and Wellbeing. Can the Minister let my community know any progress on the establishment of a nursing training facility in Port Pirie and the region? With your leave, sir, in the House, I would ask for, I can explain.
Leave is sought. Is leave granted?
Mr Speaker, I have been lobbying with others for the establishment of a nursing training facility at Port Pirie for over 6 years now. The suggestion was first proposed to the Minister for Health in the previous state government, and at that point the proposal was for it to be established at the top of the existing hospital administration building. This proposal did not receive any consideration nor traction. I am now of the understanding that this has been expanded by the local board and to expand to include training, to include not only nursing but also allied health plus other medical services that would be a great asset to not only Port Pirie but also other associated health locations across the state. My community would just like to understand the progress and the location of this.
Minister for Health.
Thank you very much, sir, and thank you to the member for Stewart, who is a tireless advocate, of course, for healthcare in his local community. And as he said in his explanation, has been lobbying very hard for this facility over many, many years, both to the previous government and to the current government as well. The proposition, as the member discussed, is that we obviously want to improve our training that happens of healthcare professionals of all sorts in regional areas. And the training of healthcare practitioners obviously involves two components, both the academic component but also a practical component. And one of the limitations in terms of allowing that training to happen outside of the city is whether that practical training can occur based in regional areas. The member has long been associated with the great work that's been done by UniHub over many years in the Upper Spencer Gulf, who have been seeing more and more courses being able to be delivered in regional areas. But they want to expand and they want to do more and provide more healthcare workers, which obviously we're very keen for that to happen, of course, as well. To do that, they need to be able to deliver the clinical training. In Port Pirie in particular, and thanks to the Minister for Education and his team, they have been able to utilise the TAFE campus and their clinical simulation area. However, there's limits in terms of how much that can be used given the other demands on the TAFE campus there as well. So the proposition has been to establish a new clinical simulation lab and a lab that can allow the training of potential medical students, nursing students, allied health students in a simulated environment similar to either a hospital ward or to an aged care home as well, so that that training can be conducted safely and appropriately to meet the course requirements. This has been something that we've been considering very closely. As the member said, we originally, the local health network was looking at a proposition of putting it in an area inside the hospital that's not used. However, I think it's fair to say that the ambition is now greater in terms of could we do even more and establish the current work that's underway is looking at a potential establishment of a modular build that could be based nearby the hospital, and this would allow broadening of the facility to include allied health and medical, not just nursing, which was the original proposition. And this could take potentially hundreds of students through that facility each year, which would obviously be of great benefit to the local area. So we are progressing this. The Minister raises this with me on almost a daily basis. That's obviously something that we're considering in the context of... Oh, sorry, the member for Stewart. Member for Stewart. He's like an emeritus minister. The member for Stewart raises this with me on almost a daily basis, and we're certainly in discussions with the Treasurer and the Premier about how this could be funded, but obviously the government has shown just in recent days, in terms of the work that we're doing in terms of medical training, how committed we are in terms of expanding what we can do in terms of training in regional areas, and this potentially could be another big step that we could take in that direction. So I thank the member for his advocacy. We'll continue to work with the local health network on developing these plans, and hopefully we'll have some more news to give to the House shortly.
The member for